like nothing can ever go right in my life.
Never, never, never die. 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 Never die.
All right. This is the Angry Dad. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. And before we get into today's podcast, I'd like to thank my podcast sponsors, Everyday Fit Life. Look, check this out. If you need help setting yourself up for success, look, people want to build muscle, lose weight. People want to lose weight and tone up, tighten up the skin, just shed the pounds to feel fucking better. And guess what? For men and for women, this both works. And if you need help, you can get a program where it's 30 days, 60 days, 90 days of help. It helps you build and helps you set up habits. It helps you put something together that's going to help you transform your life in the right direction. And at Everyday Fit Life, like I said, every one of these programs comes with a workout that helps accelerate your progress. So if you want to get help, look, Everyday Fit Life, lean body, strong body, use code AngryDad at checkout and get 25% off your order. That is Everyday Fit Life. Link is in the notes. I appreciate it. Please check it out. Let's get into today's show. Failure is something that happens. It happens to everybody. Nobody gets it perfect every fucking time. I embrace failure. I accept failure. You know, I have the anxiety, I have the emotions, I have the feelings of when anxiety hits. And when it does hit, guess the fuck what? It fucking sucks. When failure is right around the corner and you see it fucking coming, I want to run for the hills. I want to revert back to what I fucking know. I want to do what's comfortable. But the thing is after I get over that, after I fucking recognize it, after I fucking see it, guess the fuck what I do? I accept it, I evaluate it, and then I make my pivot. I make my fucking change. I look at what I did, and now what can I do to make it better? What can I do to fucking create a system, a habit that can help propel me into the success that I'm here to fucking achieve? It's something that we all have to fucking go through. Don't be scared of it. Embrace it. Take it in. Breathe fucking deep. Calm your heart down and understand that shit fucking happens and you can get over it. It just is what it is. I've been there. I've done that. I've had millions of fucking failures in my life. And I'm talking about small ones to big ones. I'm talking about from losing it all to fucking stubbing my fucking toe. And when I say losing it all, losing my family, losing my kids, losing my fucking place I live, sleeping on a fucking couch, fucking just a work clothes and a job I gotta fucking hop on the train to go to every fucking morning. To fucking, like I said, you know, missing a gym day, not feeling fucking good, fucking feeling depressed, everything in between. I've had all those fucking failures. All right. I used to always feel alone. I used to always feel fucking abandoned. I used to always feel like nothing can ever go right in my life. Everything is fucking closing in on me. Everything that I know will not work for me. No one's here to help me. I'm all alone. And I say these words because these are the emotions and feelings and thoughts that I fucking had. And it put me in a state where nothing could go right. Nothing could be fixed. I'm just stuck. I'm drowning. I'm barely keeping afloat. I'm barely treading water. I can barely fucking breathe. I'm going to suffocate. I'm going to die. Nothing is going to help me. And then one day I had that fucking, that light in my head. And what that light in my head was, when I had that epiphany, I was just like, I'm doing too much. I'm pushing myself too far forward. And because of that, what I can do is break it down to smaller things. I call it the one step at a time. Every time a task, every time something happens, every time a problem occurs, I take it one step at a time. I break it down into things that I can do. I break it down into things that can be accomplished. I break it down to where I can manage it without feeling stressed, without feeling overwhelmed, without feeling like I'm fucking running and making no fucking progress. Like I said, Everything in my life has always felt like it's too much. It's too heavy. I'm not strong enough to achieve what I'm trying to fucking do. But what I've done is I fucking taken my mindset and fucking shift it. So everything that I do, everything that I see is one step at a time. I see what needs to be done and I take that first fucking step. After I've accomplished that step, I take the next step by looking at what needs to be done to accomplish the next step. When you look at the big picture, when you look at life, when you look at everything you need to fucking do, what ends up happening is you get over fucking whelmed. You get crushed by the pressure. Well, guess what? Only accept the pressure you're willing to accept. Only take on what you can do at that moment in time. Nothing needs to be done right away. Everything needs to be done in its own time. Failure will happen, but guess what? If you fail at that first step, it's not that hard to take the step again. You know, if you're looking at this mile-long trail that you got to take and the first step's already set you back and you're like, God damn, I still have this far to fucking go. How am I ever going to get there? Well, guess the fuck what? You've looked too fucking far. By just taking the first fucking step, all right, that's not the right step. Let me step back. You're only one step away to completing that. I can't stress this enough. Make life easier on yourself. Understand that failure happens, but do not let failure fuck you. Don't let it ruin your happiness. Don't let it ruin your mindset. Don't let it make it's your personality. All right? Failure does happen, and it happens to everybody, so you're not alone. People fuck up. I fuck up. But at the same fucking time, I try it again. And then I try it again. And then next thing you know, I've made that trip. I've made that thing happen. I've changed my fucking life. All because I made it easier to take these steps. I made it easier to do what I wanted to do. I made it so simplistic that it's hard to fucking fail. Like I said, when things happen, it's perfectly fucking fine. Just start again. Start over. Retake that step. Evaluate what you need to do and step over the obstacle, step around the obstacle, or guess the fuck what? Just change the obstacle. Make it to where you can do it. If there's a will, there's a way. That's just what it is. If you want something bad enough, you're going to work your ass off for it. But here's the thing. Look at it in the most simplistic way you can. Because when you look at it that most simplistic way you can, it changes how big the task is. It's easier to chip away at it than it is to try to knock it all out in one fucking shot. I've lived my life in this way where it's all or nothing. Well, guess the fuck what? It's no longer all or nothing. It's what do I need to do to get to where I'm trying to fucking go? I make a plan. I make a strategy. Look, if I need to learn how to do this to make the next step, I'm going to learn how to do this. After I've learned it, then I'll make that step. All right, the next step. I need to fucking get this. How do I get this? Well, guess what? I need to learn how to do this to get this. It's all about doing these small things and taking these small steps and breaking the task down in a way where it's digestible, where it's accomplishable, where you can do things without stressing yourself the fuck out. You know, I failed enough times to fucking have developed this formula of how I approach things now. And so now when I see a task, I think it's easy. And the reason I think it's easy is because I'm trying to take the first small step. And the first small step will take me to that next step and that next step. And the next thing you fucking know, I'm already done. And that goes for everything from washing the dishes to taking out the trash to fucking, taking care of the cars, going to fucking work, doing this fucking podcast. Like I said, I apply this to everything I fucking do. And I create these systems, I create these habits, and I create this understanding of like, don't let it overwhelm you. And when it does overwhelm me, when I do look at the bigger picture, I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to accomplish this? I recognize I did that. And then I revert back to my steps. What do I need to do? And this is practice over time. It just doesn't fucking happen. It's not an overnight thing. You have to set yourself up in a way where you're going to be able to do these things by practice. Like I said, this is my own system, and I've developed it over years of just trying to fucking achieve my dreams, achieve my fucking goals. How do I get from point A to point B? Well, guess the fuck what? There's a whole bunch of small steps in between point A and point B. It's just not that clear cut. I want to make my life simple, easy, and accomplishable. And the way I fucking do that is, like I said, I break down the steps, I break down what I need to do, and I don't look at the larger picture. I know what the goal is, but what are the steps that it's going to take me to reach that goal? What are the steps that's going to take me to fucking success? What are the steps that are going to make this easy for me? You know what I'm saying? When you step back and you're like, God damn, I got to climb this fucking mountain. Well, guess the fuck what? Just to get to the top, you got to start. And if you have a plan, if you set yourself up, if you fucking really see what needs to be done, like I said, you got to get equipment. You got to get your supplies. You got to, like I said, there's all these small things that before you get to the top that you got to do, you got to get. And guess what? Each one of those is a small step to accomplishing the bigger picture. And I want you to recognize that. I want you to see that. I want you to understand that nothing in your life will ever be easy, but you need to make it easy. You need to make it in a way where it doesn't overwhelm you and you feel that you can do it. You know, it's recognizing these things in your life, which I've done. I worked really hard at changing my fucking life, but it took time, it took effort, and I got it fucking done. By just having this epiphany moment, you know what I'm saying? Being overwhelmed, being swamped, sitting in my fucking work truck, like, how am I going to fucking do this? There's too much going on. Life fucking sucks. I'm not fucking happy, and I don't want to deal with this. I'm the only person out in the fucking world right now, and this fucking sucks. I hate my fucking life. And then I just thought, why am I thinking like this? Why am I feeling like this? Why am I letting this happen to me? And from that point on, it was one step, one stop, one thing at a time. And the faster I got at doing that one thing, my life moved faster. And then it moved faster. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, my life is easy. My job is easy. Everything I do is easy because it's one piece at a time, one step, one stop, one moment at a time. I slowed down my world to speed up my world. And it made my life that much fucking better. So guess the fuck what? This is an Angry Motherfucking Dad. You want to watch my shit? YouTube. You want us to do it? Spreaker, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, SoundCloud, Deezer, iHeartRadio. This motherfucker's everywhere. You can easily fucking find it. Rate, review, like, subscribe, all that fucking bullshit. I'm also part of the Inner Circle Podcast Network, group of powerful podcasters out there sharing their shit. That is innercirclepn.com. We'll take you to every one of our websites, every one of our shows, so make sure you check it the fuck out. We have shows as The Plunge, Failing Hollywood, Simmons and More, The Untrained Eye, The Hood Diner, Shit Happens When You Party Naked. Make sure you check it the fuck out, and I'll see y'all motherfuckers on the next one. Fuck.
Always living. Always living. Always living. Always living. Always living. Always living.